What up, y'all? This is your boy Cherry Speaks, and then I got a treat for you guys in terms of Legends of Tomorrow's Season 4, Episode 11, Séance and Responsibility. But before I get into all that, if you're new to the channel, please smash that like button, and smash that subscribe button as well. And also subscribe to my boys Millaboy Gaming and Heemz Gaming for more gaming and live stream. They do some pretty dope shit up on their live stream. And you'll even catch your boy up on there from time to time, kicking some ass along beside them. Okay, in this episode of Legends of Tomorrow, man, it comes off a little bittersweet because as I reported last week, man, um, Hank Hayward, Nate's father, the one man that Nate had so many problems with, that so many of us men and women can relate with, um, was murdered by the demon Neuron, and who happens to be even more of an associated nemesis of Constantine, because Neuron has taken the vessel, or maybe it is Desmond himself, of a former lover of Constantine's, known as Desmond, and we learn throughout this episode, that Neuron actually was in the cahoots with Hank. In fact, we learn actually what Hank was working on, courtesy of Nate's mother, while she was trying to cheer him up. Telling about the time when his father dressed up as Mickey Mouse to cheer him up, during one of his birthdays and so on. And so Nate finds his father's secret room where, him and his guys, Hank and his guys are actually testing these mythical creatures. So then that way, more people can experience these creatures in an amusement park, which is something that, in a theme park, which is what Nate always wanted as a child. And so it all comes full circle. We all comes to find out that Nate's father actually did really cherish and love his son, but just in his own little insane way, which I think was really touching, to Hank's character and so on, his little redemption arc. Then also, for the most part, we learn Mona, her favorite author is at the epicenter of a magical threat and alarm, so much so that her book actually inspired Mona's whole love perspective on love and romance. Unfortunately, her and Zari don't agree with that, and that actually causes her to actually, turn the wolf and just storm off. And the funny thing about Zari is the fact that, Zari's since season 3, since we've known her since last year, she's always had a big problem with, expressing her feelings. She's always been really guarded and just out of touch with her very feelings. And we now in this episode we learn why through a Bollywood musical, which is so wonderful. Um, it turns out that Zari, the reason why she was always so guarded and cut off from her feelings is because she comes from a time where she had to survive, and showing any vulnerability like love, in her opinion, would get her killed. And so that makes a lot of sense. And so, the the mythical creature actually turns out to be a guy by the name of Sanjay, who actually disguised himself, or a woman decided, decided to disguise herself as a man by the name of Sanjay, who was then given, the powers of the Hindu goddess, Kamea Deva, a vial that he's had with him for more than thousands of years. And so it's pretty much like a love potion, if you will. And so Sanjay decides to sprinkle some of that love potion into the vents of the Wave Rider. That causes everyone to have their own little, I guess you can call it wet dreams, if you will, because it looks like that to me, honestly, when I watch the episode. It causes everyone's horniest fantasies to come to fruition. For Zari, since she made out with Sanjay at one point, she's having a threesome with Sanjay, Nate, and herself, because she really has feelings for Nate. In fact, during the wake, she actually almost kisses Nate, and so she backs herself out because she's not really used to expressing those feelings before. And then they alert itself, and then also we see my boy Ray. Ray and Nate have always been bros. You know what I'm saying? They actually reestablished their relationship as bromances. Really cool. It got a little awkward again because Nora, who was Nate's love interest, an actual wife in real life, said that she needs his help. Actually wrote a letter that was actually prompted Nate and I believe Sara to go off and help. And no, I think it was Ray and Zari to go. It was Ray, Zari, and Jane. There we go. That's the author's name that Mona really likes. Jane to go fix that problem. And that leaves Sara and Mick and Constantine back to figure out what the hell's going on here, because they form a seance. And that's when I realized, what I mentioned before earlier in the video, that Nimron was actually in cahoots with Henry, and that just strikes a blow to Constantine, because Now, and then again, I begged the question before in the earlier beginning of this video, whether or not was Neron actually using the vessel of Desmond, Constantine's slain lover, or is that Desmond himself? You know, so many questions, man, so many questions. And so, not back to the whole Jane Austen thing in Lover Potion. You know, there's a big song piece going on, musical that was going on, really lovely. But then we also see, you know, Nate's and Nora's dreams as well. You know, Nora dreams that Ray's in the bed with her and things of that nature. So I mean, hey, this was actually a pretty um, emotionally centered episode. I really like that because we finally got to flesh out Zari's character as well. I really enjoyed that the most. But let me know what you guys think. This has been your boy Sherry Speaks, man. Again, if you're new to the channel and so on, if you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. And you know, let me know what you guys think in the comments as well about this video and the episode. Did you guys really enjoy it? Let me know. And also, if you guys have any ideas as to what videos you guys want me to do next, please let me know in the comments section below. They're always welcome. They always will be. Peace and love.